webinar, which is today's 5 to 6 o'clock. And we would like to once again thank you all for joining this special webinar. And what is Franchise India? So Franchise India is a trusted advisory platform, how to start your own business. And independent franchise consultant, IFC, is a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. Now, what's our business? I'll simplify this. Very simple. Like we work with two communities largely. One side, we have got investors who are looking forward to start a new business. And since it's very, very critical, very risky, and not easy to select a right opportunity which is rightly fitted for your market, which is rightly fitted in terms of your investment and as per your profile, which model to be go for, and how to take a franchisee of any brand. Because before taking that brand, before getting into any agreement, there is a lot of things which we need to evaluate, and then only you can invest. So it's a highly risky at one side. That's what Franchise India one side community is with us. Second side, we have businesses. We have all businesses which are at startup level, mid-segment companies, and also we have large corporates along with the global brands also with us, Franchise India. And that's wherein we help them to scaling up business. That's a scale up business. This is we are talking about business community. So what Franchise India is doing in between, we matchmake between both. That's what largely our business is. So if we are talking about Franchise India journey, so it's been 27 years we are into this business, and we are world's largest today. We have a large network in India and globally as well. We are already present in 97 cities in India. We are also in 11 countries. But we realize that it's not enough, because if you see today, if we see every household at least has got at least one person who want to start a new business. Now, who is going to help? So if as a Franchise India, we create more than 10,000 consultants also, is very, very difficult to service the country like India, because we are very diversified. We have a huge opportunity in India. There are millions of NRIs in India. There are a lot of professionals who really want to start some business while working in some company. They want to have second income, but they don't have time also to follow. They don't have time also to explore. That's where the capability of Franchise India is very, very important. And that's why we are talking about an opportunity today to have some passionate people to become Franchise India partners in different cities. So if we see today, everything we consume is coming from one franchise company. So the moment consumption increases, franchising is going to increase. Now, in a survey, we have just found that, as I said, every household has at least one person looking for a franchise business or starting a new business. Who is going to help? How they are going to find out the suitable opportunity for them? Which means that there's a humongous opportunity out there. And for Franchise India, absolutely a great opportunity for people who have that passion to become the consultants or starting a consulting practice and joining the company, which is well process-driven company, is well popular, and also are very, very established in this business last 27 years. So considering this humongous opportunity in franchising, Franchise India has extended our opportunity. We are looking forward for like-minded people to join us as consultants, as Franchise India partners across cities, which is highly rewarding, and it is also very, very low cost in terms of investments also. So we have three companies. Give you some understanding about Franchise India. In India, we are well known as Franchise India, but outside India, we are known as Fran Global. So Fran Global is world's largest international company, which has got large portfolio of more than 200 international brands today in India, which we are presenting. And Franchise India itself have invested more than 32 brands. We have also invested, and we are also as a franchisor. So we are also invested in companies which are international in India, and now we are taking them to expansions in different cities in India. That's Fran Global, and Fran Global is also taking Indian companies to international level. So they are also helping in different countries to expand different Indian brands. And any international brand, if they are talking about to enter into India, so they have to take the route of Fran Global. And third company is Fran Corp. FranCorp is world's largest franchise development company. They are making businesses ready, and any international company also, once they are entering into India, so we have to have some fine tuning with the business model as per the Indian market. So that's where FranCorp plays a vital role. Last 19 years, we are master license of FranCorp, but otherwise it is multinational, 47-year-old franchise development company. So they make franchise companies ready for franchise. So they develop business models, they complete the strategy model, and they also make a lot of collaterals, business proposals, and all this as Indian market, and also legal documentation also they create for all these businesses. So we have largely three formats. So just to simplify, as I said, we have investments, scaling up, and resale. So we'll discuss all these three businesses today in this webinar. Investments would mean that we are working with investors and we are getting investments from their side. It can be as low as 10 lakh, but it can be as 10 CR also, up to 100 CR also opportunities, investments. And we also have second business, which is scaling up, where we help our businesses. It can be at a startup level, at mid-segment level, or also large corporate level also. We help them to scaling up. We help them to enter into new markets, finding new franchises for them. And third is resale. So if any businessman is there, not want to continue with that business and want to sell it out, or any franchise owner, somebody has taken franchise earlier, don't want to continue with that, and they want to sell it out to new investors, we do valuation, and then also we put it on sale. We help to find a new investor also for that business. So these are three largely businesses what we have. And if we do today the introduction, who is there on the panel? My name is Sanjay. I am CEO Director of Franchise India Consultants Private Limited. And as I said, we have 97 cities network today in terms of independent franchise consultants. Also, we are present in 11 countries already. So this is an opportunity which we are talking about today. To support them regionally, locally, we have also our regional heads who are present. Few are already present here on screen. So we have Mr. Ravi. Ravi has joined us from Hyderabad. We have our own office in Hyderabad, and he takes care of Hyderabad region. We have our partners also in Hyderabad. And they are doing a lot of meetings with all these partners every day in our office. We invite investors, invite brands also to our office, and he runs a branch also. We have Isha, he has joined us from Delhi office, and we have Mukul joined us from Pune. We have own office in Pune, Kharadi. If anyone who is there in Pune, we will just see who is there from where, which city has joined. So Pune is taken care by Mukul. Our office is in Kharadi in World Trade Center. Sharad has joined us from Mumbai. He takes care of Mumbai as a region. We have Shaktivel. He's our senior leader in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. We have our own office there. And we also have Kapil joined from same team. And he's also in Chennai. We have also our senior leader, Vishal. He has joined us from Chandigarh. He takes care of up north side. In fact, today we were discussing about some partners who are there. They want to have some meetings. They are getting investors and clients in the office and having a joint meeting. And that's what the support system and function we have already started have in the system, wherein we help all our partners day in, day out. So that's a process and the fundamentals what we have in this business, which we will be discussing at large today. Today, I have also joined our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria. He is the group chairman, and we are now 27 years in this business, and how he started his journey, what franchising, how it was required in India, what this business is all about now today, what is now next 20, 30 years we are looking like. We will discuss about this industry today. And we also discuss the journey which Franchise India have in 27 years. Plus third would be, we'll discuss about the business model of independent franchise consultants. So we will also ask you some questions. So our request is do not use to raise your hand. We have a Q&A box in this. Please use Q&A box and share your queries and questions if you have. We will also take, and we'll also ask you questions that who is coming from, what is your background. We'll make it interactive. So it's a request that use Q&A box for all your questions and queries. So now I'll hand over to Mr. Gaurav Maria. He will set up the perspective of this webinar and also welcome you once again. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and thank you for hosting this webinar, and welcome friends and my friends from India and also the overseas destination, wherever you joined from. I can see on the joining list, we see a lot of diverse audience there. And thank you very much for our overseas, people who've joined us from different markets. I mean, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, some participation from Asia, and also from GCC. We're very, very keen on looking at these markets. We just announced our office opening in Nepal. We have already operations in Bangladesh. We have a large operations in Dubai, Saudi Arabia. We have operations in Australia. We have office in Singapore, Malaysia. We have team working in UK. We have a joint venture in Brazil. And obviously, as Sanjay said, Francoff comes from US. It's headquartered in Chicago. So friends, we are already the world's largest franchise development company. And this has taken 27 years to build this business. And we're very fortunate. We got opportunity in most of the markets we exist in to pioneer franchising. I'll give you my background. When I started my career about 31 years back, and the first stint was working as an entrepreneur in the telecom space. And the telecom was just starting. I mean, pagers came and then the mobile phones came. And I never did a job, so I became an entrepreneur. I call myself a default entrepreneur. I just started a journey as an entrepreneur. And it became very successful. And I would not give any reason to be successful outside that I had a right timing. I believe that any opportunity you want to pursue in your life, if your timing is right, 70% of the job is done. And that's what happened with me. And I started telecom in 95. The timing was perfect. Telecom was just happening and it became very, very successful. And 99, or rather I would say late 98, I fallen with love with this industry called franchising. I was in US and I saw the whole ecosystem of entrepreneurship, which built this very large economy of America, was based on franchising. Because franchising was bringing two things. One, it was empowering entrepreneurs. You know, anybody who wanted to start a business can choose an opportunity, start the business. And that was a very, very big thing. And second, it created a phenomenal amount of distribution for brands. So brands can go all over and can find partners and create a huge value for themselves. It created a huge distribution capability for brands, but it also empowered entrepreneurs. So that marriage to me was a phenomenal idea. And I feel that US really conquered it so well, and so that they are able to take their businesses and brands globally. I mean, today you see their impact in international markets. Everywhere in the world you go, you stay in a Marriott hotel or a Hilton, or you eat out of McDonald's or a KFC, or you even look at Apple. All these businesses use franchising as a way to grow. And I'll give you one example, which is the world's #1 brand in franchising, which opens your mind that how franchising really works, is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is world's #1 franchise brand. And today it runs in over 200 countries where they have the franchises and distribution network. So this really excited me so much that I returned back to India and started a fully integrated franchise solution company. And slowly we built into other countries. And today, as I said, we are in 11 countries and 97 cities in India. Fully integrated company. We run our own media. We run 3 magazines of our own. And we also own now Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is world's #1 magazine. And we run for entire Asia. We run a large exhibition business for 200 shows. We run a large consulting business. We make companies franchise ready. And give you examples of what we've done. And in many markets, we also run a big franchise brokerage business, which means that we sell franchisees. And now we have investment arm, as Sanjay was saying, 32 brands. We run and own those businesses, and we franchise those businesses in different markets. For example, the largest laundry company, we are investors in the business. The largest, one of the large food companies, we are the investor in that. A large business coaching company, we are investor in that. So we have a lot of interest in businesses we feel are going to be the generation next businesses. I have a big focus on knowledge-based businesses. I have focus on digital businesses, which can be, I rather call the digital franchising. I have a big focus on influencer-led businesses because we are living in a world which has a lot of influence points. So we work on that. So friends, this opportunity, just to give you a little bit of statistics, is $4.7 trillion. Just to put some perspective, look at Indian economy, which has now become the 5th economy of the world. It's only $3.7 trillion. So if franchising was a country, it would have been a 4th largest economy in the world. So that is the power of this industry. It's such a large industry and creates so much of impact. And Sanjay was saying is exactly true. From the breakfast table, you go and sit there and you see the brands which are you are eating out, you'll find they're all coming from franchise. Your milk is coming from a franchise. In India, it can be Amul or it can be Mother Dairy or likes of them. Uh, Anything which you are other consuming is also coming from a franchise. It can be an FMCG or any other product from there. And then thereafter, anything you do in the day, I'm not saying you go to only shopping plazas and buy fashion brands and that thing, but any basic thing, even getting a courier at your home is coming from a franchise. You're going to an auto station, it's a franchise. If you're going to getting a car, it's been serviced, it is a franchise. You go to salon, it is a franchise. You go to a gym, it is a franchise. Your kids are going to school, it's going to a franchise. So anything and everything you consume, even healthcare, you calling for a diagnostic lab, it's a franchise. Using a clinic, it's a franchise. So it's almost impacting whatever you're consuming. So if franchising is directly proportionate to consumption. And what is happening in our markets, the consumption is growing, people are becoming richer, they're spending more per capita. Because they're going to spend more per capita, this industry would go on a hockey stick growth. And that's what we've seen for last so many years. But next 20 years, I can predict easily that India would see at least 25% year-on-year growth. And the growth would come from new emerging brands entering the market, international brands entering the market, and everywhere. It's the same thing would happen in Sri Lanka. There's going to happen in Bangladesh. It would happen in Nepal. All these markets would see that, right? You will see more people are getting mindset wise becoming entrepreneur than doing job. Rather, we don't create too many jobs. We create entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs create job. And so that's going to happen. And with financing, easy financing coming in, you will see exponential growth. Rather, I've launched a new company called Fran Money, which is going to be now a funding up for small business enterprises where people can start business with some form of funding available to them. See, this is going to change everything. A lot of people are not able to attempt into franchising because they lack capital. And now with the capital also coming in, this would become an exponential growth. So Franchise India, Fran Global, and Francorp collectively have sold over 300,000 businesses. But we have not even scratched the surface. And that's why this webinar. This webinar is to invite like-minded partners who would become partner with Franchise India, Fran Global internationally, or Francorp to run a consulting practice. As a consulting practice, you will become a start your own business specialist. You'll help people to start their own business. Rather, we do three things as a consultant. We are a platform. We help people, whosoever is looking to start a new business or even ready to invest into a running business, we help them. Which means that if you want to invest into an active business, it can be new or it can be a running business. You can come to us and we'll help you out. Now, this service, ask yourself, have you heard about any other company which provides this service to you? None. And nobody can do it because for doing that service, you need a big portfolio. You need to have the brands being available with you. So today we're very proud that we have from startups to the largest corporation of India, from Tata's to Reliance, they are all our clients and we exclusively manage their expansion. So when you come to us, you get a portfolio of businesses which are not just domestic. We manage today 120 global companies, American, European companies, which we handle for the entire expansion for the world. So when my partner who started with me in Nepal would go back to Nepal, he can easily say, I have 120 companies available from different continents available to be entered in the market. That gives you position of authority, right? And so you are able to represent that businesses because we have taken exclusive rights. And this has not come easy. This has come after selling 600 businesses, global businesses in different parts that people trust us and they want to give us a mandate. My current CEO for my international business is today in Thailand signing a deal with the largest company in Thailand for a piece in India and GCC. So every single market, you take it Thailand, you take it Malaysia, you take it Singapore, the largest of the groups are working with us and we handle their expansion across continents and so on and so forth. So that's one part of the business. Second part of the business, which I have been the most excited about. When I started the business, there were very handful, few companies which I can locate, which can franchise. And I said, that's not good. We need to create this industry. If I go with the pace of the industry, I will never be big enough. But if I create the industry, I can disrupt everything. So what we started doing was helping companies, successful business owners, entrepreneurs who want to scale their business through franchising. So we went to a successful restaurant guy and say, look, you have an interesting restaurant. You want to grow to 100 restaurants? If you grow organically, it will take maybe never in lifetime. Best you can do is maybe 10 restaurants in your lifetime. A family run restaurant you see around you, maybe 4 branches, 5 branches, and that's about it. They can never become a Subway with 44,000 branches, right? And that's exactly what we did to companies. We went to companies and say, if you want to scale your business, we can help you through franchising and take it to the next level. And today we are very proud. We have done 18,000 brands in global markets where we help them getting ready for franchising and then getting to the market. And I can give you some phenomenal, brands which you see, like in India, there's a brand called Ferns and Petals. This is just a flower shop. It's now today valued at about $500 million. But I'm proud that I started working with them when they were just starting off. And I can give you so many examples of businesses which are now household to you, but they use franchising as a strategy to take their business to the next level. And we work with them to make them franchise ready and eventually getting them franchised. That's another thing as a consultant you do. The third thing you do is also help people who want to exit the business. Now, this is also superly exciting because today, imagine if you are a business owner and you want to sell your business for different reasons. You don't want to continue the business. You don't have children coming in that business. I mean, we have doctors coming to us, which are practicing at the age of 70, saying that I don't have another doctor in my family who would be able to take my legacy ahead. And I want to sell the hospital. I just now finished a meeting with somebody who came to me who runs a vet hospital and wanted to come. He built a great business, young guy. He wants to cash out and he wants to sell the business. People can have different reasons why they want to exit. And this opportunity also we provide because we have buyer groups. We have a lot of buyers who are already available with us. So we do 3 things. I will just do summarization of that. 1, help people to invest into active business. Second, we help businesses to scale through franchise. Third, if people want to exit the business, we do the valuation and find them the right buyer. Just last week, my team did a big deal on multiple Subway outlets, which people wanted to sell. And we have done across deals in large companies, mid-sized companies, startups, even sometimes just intellectual property. I'm doing a deal with a sports brand, which has a proprietary trademark and very successful trademark, but business is very small, but trademark is very, very strong. And we're just selling that business. So from an IP to even active businesses or to a large corporations, anybody can come to us and we sell the business. So friends, this is what we have an opportunity. And that's why we're inviting independent franchise consultant to work with us, either in the capacity with Franchise India or Fran Global, and run a successful franchise consulting practice. Before I go to the next round of my discussion, friends, I have a question for all of you. And please answer in the Q&A box because it's very important for us to know you well and know which territory you're coming from. So I will give you 4 choices. You please pick up one choice depending on your profile. First, if you're a professional, write P. Just write P on the Q&A box so that we know that you're in job and now you're looking to do something else. And also write your city. So P for professionals and write your city. If you're a business owner, write B and your city. And if you are a management consultant, so you have some experience of management consulting, training, learning and development, any kind of coaching experience, write MC and your city. Management consulting and city. And the 4th is if you are in a career change, which means that now you're looking for a new career, you can write C and put your city or the country which you are coming from. So P for professionals, B for business owners, MC for management consultant, and C for career change. Let me see who started writing. So the first person I see writing is Dharmendra Rathore, who's from Noida. So welcome, Dharmendra. Noida is very close to our office. We are headquartered in just about 10 kilometers from there in a place called Surajkund, which is south of Delhi. Then we have Sandisa Raj, who's from Sandy Raj, who is from Kathmandu. As I said, we're very proud. We re-entered Kathmandu. We used to be there for a very long period, for 7-8 years. And then COVID happened and then we re-entered. And we have a great partner. Love to talk to you, Sandy. Then we have Veliappan, which has come from Chennai. You should talk to Saktivel. And we also have a big show coming in Chennai. It will be giving you a good understanding. Then we have Mohammed, who's come from Dhaka. Mohammed, you are already a management consultant. Certainly would love to talk to you. Then we have Anwar, who's actually from Sri Lanka. This is one market I want to turn around. It's market I know its time has come. Whatever turmoil has happened has over and finished. You will see a phenomenal amount of opportunity in Sri Lanka. While it take maybe slow start, it might take a 3-4 year slow start, but the country would shape up into something major in all aspects. And I know a lot of, we working with Mall of Colombo before this whole issues happened. We were getting them a lot of brands, global brands, and I think all that would happen. We also represent a lot of Sri Lankan brands, which we take outside Sri Lanka. Then we have Sanjeev, who's in Bangalore. Then we have Mr. Gill, who's in Chennai. And then we have Rehan, who's from Dhaka again a great market. And I used to go to Dhaka every 2 weeks. Every second Sunday, I used to go to Dhaka. I've done a lot of work. So any brand which you see in Dhaka would see our presence. I mean, we've worked with so many brands, from Gloria Jeans to Sea House to Cold Stone Creamery to many brands. And now also we're representing a lot of brands, especially American, Canadian brands, which people in Dhaka love. A lot of QSR brands. I'm actually representing one of the top brands from Saudi Arabia, which is very keen on this. We also run Malaysian brands, which has a big interest on Dhaka. Then we have Ritesh, who's a business owner. Arvind is from Coimbatore, again a great market. Arvind, very entrepreneurial market. We do many shows, so you should be talking to Kapil or Sakti. Then somebody is from Kanpur, again a good market for us, but I don't see your name. Then we have Kazi, who's from Dhaka again. A lot of interest from Dhaka. We have Zaman, who's from a management consultant. Again, Zaman, we like to talk to you because people who understand management consulting understand what we're talking about. And I'll explain you why consulting business is so very special business. Then we have Hitesh Bombopal. Then we have Sandun from Colombo. He's also a management consultant. Sandun, let's set up a call. And Isha, my young colleague, would also set up a meeting with us. Then we have Nazir, who's from Colombo. Again, there's somebody who's from Dhaka, but name doesn't come in. Then we have Pavan from Pokhara. Again, Pavan, we should talk because now we're doing a lot of work, and I'm coming on 7th July for a Discovery Day. I call it Discovery Day, where I go and meet brands and investors, large corporations. I'm doing 7th July in Nepal. And Nishanta is from Colombo. Again, a management consultant who's done he's done business, he's done a professional, now he's this. And then Arvind CV, so he wants to know how you onboard a client. So Arvind, just to answer that, we have two processes. One, we make them franchise ready, and then subsequently sell their franchise. And I'm personally involved in franchise consulting because I feel that if you make the right model, which is compelling, it becomes much easier. And I have a full training for my consultants. Like if you become a consultant, it's actually 3-day training, how to make companies franchise ready. And that's a great business. How do you make companies franchise ready and then take them to market and build value and sustainability? Then we have Isloda, which is from Kerala, if I've spelled the name right. Sujoy from Bardhaman. Then we have Sandun from, okay, he's written to Isha, is written already to them. And Pramod and Arvind, we'd love to talk to you and see how we can work. So good. I think a lot of you have writing because I see a lot of people join in the webinar, so others also should introduce. So let me now start with two aspects. One aspect is why consulting businesses are different from other businesses. And I'll explain you that. And you have to have that mindset that are you really looking to do that, right? And second aspect, I will talk about that if you become an independent franchise consultant, how you can be rewarded and what kind of support you can expect from us, which is very important because not everyone thinks that, oh, how do I do it? They did it 27 years. They must be one of the largest, but how do I'm going to do it? So let me start with the first part. And I always start that consulting is not for everyone. While I appreciate you all have joined in, there are about 60 odd people who joined in this webinar. We are also very serious. So you can see my senior colleagues also joined in. But I know after the whole discussion, I will not be able to qualify more than 5 out of the 60 batch. Some would anyway not want to do it, but a lot of people we would also not be able to take on that. But why is so? Because sometimes people don't understand what it takes to be a consultant. You know, there are three, any business you do in life, there are 3 ROIs, right? First ROI, which I don't have to tell you, all of you know it, which is called return on investment, which means that you put investment and the investment or a capital works for you. Which means, for example, I was a distributor for Unilever. So if I put 2 crores of stock and I rotate the stock every single month, my turnover is going to be 24 crores and I have margins and I'll make money on that. But if you go deep down, you will make return on that 2 crore you've invested because that 2 crore is actually sweating out for you and creating margin for you. And if all of us on the screen put the same 2 crore in the same kind of company, pretty much we all would have same kind of returns. I will not say same completely, but close to that, because the only thing which is working is your capital, right? But the other 2 ROI can change everything. The other ROIs are, one is return on intelligence. Say I was a return on intelligence guy and all of us on the screen are investing into stock market. And I'm reading more, I'm spending more time to understand. I read on every balance sheet. I understand performance of businesses. I understand the P multiple. I understand everything every single day. I keep updated. My return is going to be much bigger than all of these people on the screen. Rather, some people can lose money because they don't know anything about it. And that's what happens in stock market. You know, people make money when they sell and people make money when they buy, right? But only intelligent people, which I call the return on intelligence. Third piece is return on involvement, how involved you are on your business. That's also very important because if you're not involved in your own business in consulting, like I tell proudly to everyone, which sounds very unique, I don't take any holiday. 365 days I work. 25 days I travel. I'm in every city. Like it looks ridiculous sometimes that I do every day, 5 o'clock, getting into the airport, getting into another city, doing 20 meetings. Because I tell everyone, I have only thing to sell is my time. And I want to maximize it. That's why I get top dollar for my price of my time. And that's something, if you understand, then these 2 other ROIs would work for you, right? Because one is return on intelligence and return on involvement. So if you want to be consultant, I'm not concerned about the first one. It doesn't matter because when Sanjay is going to tell you what investment it takes to become an independent franchise consultant, it will look like peanuts, which you can cover in the first month. But the other 2 to me are most critical ones. So I don't qualify anybody where I don't see the other 2. If I don't see that you are either committed to building that intelligence or knowledge and you have 100% time to put on this business, you want to really be part of it. You know, yesterday I was in Bombay. One of my IFC partners called me. And he called me that I want to set up this meeting. It's a very important meeting at 11 o'clock. And I was taking flight from Ahmedabad to come to Bombay. And he reminded me like 4 times to do this. And when I reached, and in the lounge, I was waiting in the hotel where I stay. So he called me and says, look, the investor is running late by 10 minutes and I'm running late by 25 minutes because there is a rains in Bombay. And Bombay rains, everybody knows, it's a mess, right? And I took that meeting. From my airport to my hotel, which is ITC, is actually 6 minutes, right? And my partner who was coming from wherever he was coming from, it took him almost 2 hours to reach there. You know, I have respect for it because he is committed to this business. He's committed to the entire thing. And rather when he came, I have taken half the meeting already on his behalf. because we are partners, right? I benefit, he benefits, right? So that's the whole approach. But this business needs that these two things: return on intelligence and return on involvement. So this you have to question honestly to yourself and say, one, I'm really cut out to be a consultant. Second, I really enjoy helping people. Third, I want to really invest into what I call the national interest of creating entrepreneurs. Fourth, I feel franchising is going to be the next big thing. And fifth, I have these two ROIs available with me. If these five questions which I asked are not clear to you, maybe this is not your time to become a consultant. Now, if this answer five are loud and clear, and it's very, very clear to you that this is what always I want to do, then I would say welcome, and you can join our family of world's largest franchise network, which is what they call the independent franchise concept. But if you join, what are you going to get? I call most, MOST. M is mentoring. Every single partner, I personally get involved to mentor them, guide them through this whole journey. How they set goals, when they want to incubate their consulting practice, when they want to grow it, when they want to sustain it, and they want to exponentially grow it. There are 4 stages. First stage is incubate. Come down to a point where you're getting cash flows. Second, get on the growth cycle. Get on the next level. Then sustenance. That now every month you know this minimum you will make. And fourth is exponential success, which are hyper growth. So these 4 journeys have to be done in a certain framework and time frame. That's what we mentor you. O is opportunity. The day you start, 500 opportunities are given to you, and every month qualified leads are given to you in every market. I spent in April a show in Kathmandu, 15 lakh rupees I spent for that show, right? All the leads I got from there, which was most highly qualified lead. The partner who started with me, I've given all to him. Because it's not for me or him. He's local, he will work hard on that. So all leads we generate for you. So both banks, your brands, opportunities, and investors, we provide you. So if you're sitting in Dhaka or you're sitting in Sri Lanka, we have a very large 70-member digital marketing team. All the leads in your language, in your vernacular structure, people would not even understand how it's managed. All these qualified leads would come to you on all that. And we would do events in every market. I'm planning an event in just election I want to see in Colombo, but I will do a big show in Colombo. There is no franchise show. The only one was done by us, a small show. But now I want to do a good show in Colombo. And this year we're doing 21 countries. We just finished Malaysia. We again doing different shows. Oman we did Abu Dhabi, we did Bangladesh, we did January Bangladesh show. So shows also we do, that creates big attraction for top investors to come in. So that's the opportunity side. S stands for sport. You need sport from even writing the first proposal to getting basic communication out, to getting on a pitch deck to pitch somebody. Like somebody was saying, like, I have some clients. You need somebody to come and present. That's why I travel 25 days, because every city I go, my partners bring in people to meet me and I present it for them. Obviously, in 3, 4, 5, 6 presentations, they know how to do it. But you need that sport. And last is training. Training is, to me, very, very big key. So we train you for 3 days residential. We host you. You do full 3 days residential training with us. And then Monday morning, 8 o'clock, Wednesday, 8 o'clock, Saturday, 8 o'clock morning on Zoom. You have to come in with all the peers to discuss on opportunities, new brands, new opportunities. Almost every day, there is one brand launched, and which is international or domestic. And you are part of that training cycle every single day. So imagine if you had started now, 1 year from now, you will have 365 brands being trained to you. You know their financials, you know their business model, you know how the industry works, you know what is happening in the industry, what are the franchises doing, what profile you need, everything you need about it. So friends, this is what I wanted to present to you. It's a very exciting opportunity. You know, I'm doing 27 years, sold more franchise and business than anybody else in the world. And I proudly say this. And with doing all that, I don't think I will do ever in my life anything else than this. This is what I enjoy, I love, and that keeps me going. And if you feel that this is something you also want to do, now that I meet sometimes young people, I say, I still got default in journey. And that time, economy of India, businesses, structure, knowledge, startup ecosystem, people becoming entrepreneur. These were very, very difficult things to understand, right? The whole digital economy, the social media. So if I was the same 24-year-old man, which I was 27 years back, right? I know this can be, I would have done 10x of what I've done or 20x of what I've done. So it's an opportunity for people who join this industry now because you have a huge horizon in ahead of you. And this I tell my teams also. I tell the team when people join my company and join for first introduction, I say 6 months. If you're successful with me, you can leave me, but you will never leave franchise because this industry is so very attractive. Right? Obviously, 6 months it takes for you to some to learn that. And this is something I tell all my consultants, while they don't leave me. But I'm saying if you join me and you are 6 months with me, you can still leave me, but you will never ever leave franchising as industry because this is that rock star industry and it is so enjoyable and so rewarding as a business partner. Now I would like to pass it on to Sanjay for giving a small presentation. And friends, I interview every single person myself for two reasons. One, we are on a journey together. We need to like each other. That's very important. Second, like yesterday, I had a conference, a big conference, which I'm part of the global consultant. We call the FCI, which is Franchise Consultants International. And there are about 40 people in the world who have done something, similar I have done in the world in different markets. So there would be a guy who's done 35 years in Asia, somebody who 30 years in Brazil and things like that. And when we start this meeting, because we all know each other for 3 decades almost, we start that we came as becoming friends. And now we can collaborate and we can do commerce together. But we are friends first. And that's my philosophy for my consultants. So we need to be friends first. And then we can do commerce and build a community, right? So that's the structure. So that's something which we need to like. That's the first part. The second part is I need to see where you are, at what stage you are in, how much time you have, what is the aspiration for you to do, what is your financial aspiration goals you have. These are very important questions for me. And if I feel comfortable and you feel comfortable with me, you can ask me admin questions or meet my existing franchise consultants. I have no problem. Meet anybody. And then if we feel all is right, then we can shake hands and become part of the world's largest franchise community. So over to you, Sanjay, for taking the discussion ahead. Friends, I will take a leave because I'm in take another meeting, and you can reach me anytime. All my colleagues who are there on the screen, they would respectfully, their own regions, reach out to you, and if they feel that there has to be my meeting, then over the Zoom or physical or whatever comfort in my travel, we come across. We'll meet up and see if you are somebody who wants to contribute on building entrepreneurs. Because to me, it's a service to nation. If you build entrepreneurs, it's a service to nation. If you start in Sri Lanka and do this job, you're helping the economy of Sri Lanka, you're helping your nation, and you're creating entrepreneurs who would create jobs. Right. So gone are the days where we look at World Bank and, I've lived in India. I know what news used to come. Can we get FDI? Can we get World Bank to support? Now look at India, everybody is just investing in the country and we're creating entrepreneurs. We're self-sustaining, right? It's a beautiful country to live in. People can start a business with very small money in their pocket and they can build a unicorns. And this is a mindset we all living in. And this is where it's very enjoyable. It's a self-reliant and a powerful country. And that's all we have to really continue to pace up this entrepreneurial journey in our nations. And that's something which I genuinely believe and work upon. Rather, my goal is democratizing entrepreneurship, where everybody can become an entrepreneur. So thank you very much, friends, and thank you for taking time out. And I'll pass it on to Sanjay for running a presentation. And so my colleagues can fix up time and structure where we can collectively meet. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Insightful thoughts. Thank you very much. And friends, please be there for next 15 minutes. We'll take you through some important slides. The rest, all our regional heads will one-on-one meet you, interact with you, give you full understanding about the business and the business model as well, and take any question. And then we'll go for the next level, where we have 10-minute interaction and introduction with our chairman as well, one-on-one. So first slide says what is franchising. We discussed franchising is $4.8 trillion industry. Anything we consume today is coming from franchise industry, franchise company. And the consumption, when it is increasing, so we spend more, and then franchising is coming out as a big sector. So in this sector wise, as I said, there are everything today you consume is coming from franchise. So that means every sector now, there are a lot of franchise companies who are evolving new categories into financial service, very old. In this, we have Motilal Oswal, ICICI Securities, we have Kotak Mahindra. We have already done work with them. Likes that there are a lot of companies now into this who are maybe not popular, but they're also offering financial service franchise as well. And all these brands have been created and structured from Franchise India platform. So healthcare, it's very large. Absolutely, it's a growing market now. Healthcare, after especially COVID, there are a lot of new categories, subcategories, and subcategories evolved out of this category. Healthcare earlier, it was, if we talk about diagnostic, we were having Dr. Al Path Lab and likes of them, but now we have a lot of new companies also with good structuring and offering franchise in this category. There are some tech-based company, maintenance-based company, direct-to-home, B2C, D2C companies. We are having automobiles. If you see, there is a now EV segment coming in. All are franchising. And also there's a charging stations to it. They're also franchising. Hotels, chains, they're all franchising. Hospitals are coming into franchising. Labs are into franchising. But there can be a different model for every brand, but it's all about franchise. Even we have today Tata Chroma. Tata Chroma has got 500 stores in the market, which are company owned. We call it as COCO, C-O-C-O, company owned, company operated. And we are exclusive partner for Tata Chroma also. Now taking these existing outlets, we are transferring to franchising and investors to get the investments in there. It's a fundraising, and Franchise India is the largest fundraising company as of today. So everything is coming from franchising, right from the milk in the morning, which we consume, or a bakery products, to furniture, to anything which is related to any equipment at home, any electronic equipment we are using, even petrol pumps. We work with Reliance GOBP petrol pump also. So that's also coming from franchise industry. Pet care is also another category which is now evolving. Every city there's a pet lover, and they need to have some company who is a pet clinic, offering pet clinic, because they also need a lot of treatments, a lot of products in this category. So this is also very much there in the market, and some brands have evolved. Now they are going to new markets. Now, any company, any business who is thinking about expansions through franchising, Franchise India becomes the only option for them to expand. What we offer after you become our partner, we offer tablet. Tablet stands for T stands for technology. We will give you CRM. CRM would have all the database. We will give you Franchise India domain email ID as well. That is franchiseindia.in email ID. You will use your all database in the CRM and use email ID from Franchise India domain. A stands for access of infrastructure. What we have offices, as we discussed. Someone is from Delhi NCR can use our platform and use our office, and someone is from East Kolkata. We have otherwise everywhere we have offices. So these are all open and accessible to all our partners without any cost. B stands for brands. As we said, we have got now around 1,100 companies as of now today onboarded, which are exclusive to us, which is, we have Reliance also today with us. We have other companies also who are offering franchisees. So we take them on board. So we have 16,000 otherwise companies who are, you can see on franchiseindia.com. 1,100 at a time are exclusive with us as a contract. So this is wherein we are talking about, if we can give you 500 brand list also, you will not be able to structure them. But it is as per the investor, we create a profile, and then we find franchise opportunity for every investor. But brand list is everything is accessible to all our partners. We also create your brand portfolio when you take the training, and as per your market, as per your experience, what is you coming from, we'll build your brand portfolio. And otherwise, all this brand list is available and accessible to all our partners. Lead support, we are giving 50 minimum leads every month. And also we are giving them brand leads also. No investment from our partner as of today. Earlier, we were using 200 rupees per lead, but now, after COVID time, we are not giving any kind of an opportunity to our partner to invest in terms of promotions, in terms of deal, or in terms of any lead generation or any, any digital, kind of a lead generation or any promotions. Nothing you have to do. Everything will be done by Franchise India platform. E stands for events. So we have a lot of events we do, around 20-25 events every month. And these are all accessible to our partners. We invite brands, we invite investors, and also venue, costing, everything, promotions, digital and otherwise also is being done by Franchise India. No cost from our partner to be invested in this. T stands for training. So we have every month 3 days extensive training in our office, which is corporate office in Delhi. Recently, now last Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we had 3 days wherein we have invited new batch for the training, and now they have already started the work. And that is 3 days wherein we give you extensive training on fundamentals of Franchise India and the business, and also how we work, what is the system and processes, and also different businesses and business houses, what we have. We give you complete training on that, how CRM going to work with you, how leads has been generated, how you can get leads, how to start work on that, right? How we do joint calls, everything before, after, during, everything is being already structured. And then every day we will also do a lot of joint calls and do the business for our partners. So our business model and the structure is very simple, because we really feel that every partner who joins in is unique. So as we discussed, that our business, like other businesses, there's an ROI. But our ROI is very different, which is return on involvement and return on intelligence. Intelligence would mean that you every day get the training and you increase your intelligence, and then you are also helping investors how to start a business, what is the financial, how you can see the agreements, how you can see the ROI out of this, how you can negotiate, how you do this. Every piece is being done by our side. And when you are involved, you can really grow faster. More time you give it to this business, more you grow faster. So that's why we have created a ladder, growth ladder, and you decide how you want to grow and what is your payout structure. You want to structure, and it can be done that way. So at base level, which is IFC, wherein you join in. So there is a joining at IFC as a member of Franchise India, which is at the base level. So you become our independent franchise consultant. Take a training and take the certificate, you become taking a license. And after that, you start work. Now, we help you in joint meetings, joint calls, we help you to grow. And since it is your involvement, the more involved you are, it is more faster you grow. So the once you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, or you hit 15 deals, whichever is coming first. Deal would mean that when we sign a contract for any investor, we done a deal, there's a brand which they sign, they put some token amount in any of the brand, that we called as a deal. So if you do 15 deals or 15 lakh, whichever comes earlier, because there are some revenue products also wherein we have a revenue calculation as well, which is coming to Franchise India. So if you hit 15 lakh rupees is coming to Franchise India, then you will become our IFC elite member. And if you hit 50 lakh or 30 deals, you become pro and then master also once you touched 1 crore. But it is going to be changed your cycle. Everything would have changed. Now you'll see at base level, you have one level of income. Then elite membership, you will grow. You'll get to the next level. Then pro will get you the next level. How it is being structured is my next payout structure slide. So once you are IFC basis level, you are my 40% partner. Then you become 50% at elite member. We are 50-50 partners. Then you become 60% partner and we become 40%. So when you become pro, right? And then you also are getting master. then 70% will go to you, 30% will come to Franchise India, but we still continue give you all the leads, all the brands, all the promotions, and all the events, all the training. Everything would be same. You can also from one CRM to 2 plus 3 plus 4. So you can also get your team members and your family members also part of your team so that they can also get more leads and also more exposure. So you will do more business. So you don't need to have an office. Any stage, you don't need to have office. It is your choice. If you want to have office, small office, also we can brand it well. And you can also do it. Otherwise, you can use our offices across. So anywhere you can use our office, but you don't need to have office. It's a very, very economically that way and very, very rewarding that structures. So when you become 40% would mean there are 4 products, as you see, IA, IS, BS, and BD. So please understand this slide. So I'll give you a little more understanding. As we said, we are working with 2 communities. One is investor, one is brand. So investors, when we work with, that becomes I. I stands for investor. So we work with investor and take on board, and then we start servicing the investor. Once on board, there's a fee. And once we service, then there's a fee. So we take investor acquisition first, registration, then investor service fees because we have serviced that investor. Investor has now invest in any of the company, any of the brand, they have taken franchise through us. So investor has to pay us that service fees. And at the same time, since brand has been assigned for any investor, they will invest in that brand and brand has sold the franchise through us. So brand will also pay us a service fees, which is BS. And 4th is brand onboarding, which is BD, business development. So you can also refer us, any reference you can give us, who a brand or a business, they are looking forward to start franchising. You connect with us, rest everything we do. As our chairman, sir, he was talking about I'm traveling to every city. Today he is in Bangalore. But what he is doing? He is doing all days only meetings for our partners. And our business partners, IFC partners are inviting their investors, their brands, both. And we do a lot of meetings, sometimes on Zoom also. But when he travels, then there are physical meetings. Today, all our Bangalore team, IFC partners, are organizing these meetings in one of the hotel wherein Mr. Maria, our chairman, is sitting there. And morning till evening, all our meetings are happening. And our partners are just coming over there with their client. And post that, we are sending proposals, presentations, and also follow-ups and getting the payment also for our partners. So same will go to 50% here, but it will remain 20% in this because this 20% is only because the reference you are giving us, you don't have to service. All service would be done, franchise ready would be done by Franchise India. All the collaterals, all the functions, and all the follow-ups and everything would be done by Franchise India. So you get 20% of onboarding fees. So if I talk about what is this 40% on what and 20% on what, simple formula that all investors, when we work, we get on board. Brands, when we start working, we get them on board. So there is a onboarding fee. So from investor side, if investment is very low, less than 20 lakh, then we have 25,000 rupees, which is onboarding fee from our investor. So you get 25,000 plus GST from the investor. That's our onboarding fee, which is the investor acquisition fee. Then we service, we find a franchise. That time, in this case, minimum is 50,000 rupees. Investor will pay us as a service fees. If any deal which is done within 20 lakh rupees. So likewise, if you do 10 every month, it is up to you. You can calculate, you can do 25,000 into 10. But idea is not that 20,000, 25,000 is a small amount, what will happen? Idea is not that. Idea is to lock in the investor. Idea is to work with the investor further to service if it is registered with us. Otherwise, he will kill our time. Our business is time. Our product is time. We don't service any investor. We don't work free of cost to anyone because our product is time. That's why we lock the investor first. It's a small amount which we take. But when it goes to 20 lakh to 50 lakh, then our IA fee will be 40,000. Then it goes to 1 lakh, 1.5, and then again 2 lakh rupees as a investor acquisition fee, onboarding fees. That would depend on the investment. Investor is ready for looking forward for a business, but he has or she has some kind of an investment idea. So we work according to that investment bracket. So after that, minimum 50,000 has to pay by investor. And at the same time, when brand we sell a franchise, suppose sometimes we get 2 lakh to 4 lakh to 5, 10, 15, 20 lakh rupees also in some brands when we sell a franchise. That depends on a unit franchise. Then that depends on the master franchise. We have different models. So that would depend, but minimum we don't work less than 1 lakh rupees from a brand side, which is the smallest success fees when it is 5, 10 lakh rupees. Within 5 to 8 lakh, 10 lakh rupees an investment. We work with brands only when they have to pay us a success fees of 1 lakh rupees minimum. But largely we have got 2 lakh to between 2 lakh to 5 lakh, and then it goes to bigger amounts also. If we calculate, you will see 10 investors you have taken on board, what is going to give you. If you lock the investor, it will give you three things. One, it will give you a revenue. Second, it's a sure shot deal for you because this investor who have paid will definitely get a investment in your through you and will get a brand or get a franchise. Third, anywhere this investment is minister going, investor will not sign with anybody else because he has already signed with you. Nobody will sign with him again. It will remain your investor. So locking would mean that it will give you 3 times business, and 3 times would mean that first on the investor acquisition fee, then service fees, and then brand service fees. So you get 40%. So as an example, if I can give you, suppose you are working with 10 investors. These investors minimum will pay you 25,000. 25 into 10 becomes 2.5 lakh. So you get 1 lakh, which is 40%. And at the same time, the same investor will pay you, all these 10 will pay you a service fees, which can be different. But if I'm taking an example, minimum 50,000 will pay, and 50 into 10, that becomes 5 lakh. You get, your share is 40%. You get 2 lakh. And at the brand side, if you take an example, that there are, suppose 2 lakh rupees each, all these 10 transactions, 10 brands which we have sold to 10 investors who were onboarded, and they will pay us minimum 2 lakh rupees, for example. So 2 into 10 becomes 20 lakh rupees. You also get 40% of that 20 lakh, which is 8 lakh. So would mean by taking 10 investors on board, for that we will do a joint call. All this data will be given to us, right? Given by us, joint calls given by us, closure given by us, follow-ups given by us, and also this payment and invoicing and everything will be done by our team. So you get 11 lakh rupees as an example in these 3 cases by 40% calculation if you do 10 investors lock in and investor on board. Deal may not be happen on the same day. Deal will happen in a month, in a 2 month, 3 month, 4 months, sometimes 6 months also. But this is a process which we will do every month. Every month you can do the repeat process. So it is up to you how involved you are and how you want to grow up, how you want to earn out of this, so that you will select yourself. You will work accordingly. But from the other side, if you are giving us a reference for brand onboarding, so we have brand onboarding fee is starting from 7.5. 7.5 lakh plus GST is the minimum onboarding fee for a brand when we help to design and structure their business model to collaterals to everything. And then we get into franchise. We also do a lot of marketing for them. Lead generation is happening, lead management is happening, and we also sign franchisees for that brand. So first is onboarding fee. You take 20% on that onboarding fees. Now this 20% of onboarding fee would mean if we get, suppose 2 references every month, for example, we take this brand with a minimum amount of 7.5, then we have 15 lakh, 40 lakh, and 75 also. But we talk about minimum is 7.5. Straight away, it is 7.5 into 2 becomes 15 lakh rupees. So 15 lakh rupees revenue is for Franchise India. You get 20%, which is 3 lakh rupees will straight away go to you. 3 lakh rupees will straight away by giving only reference. And after that, we get that brand ready for franchise. Then we are going to launch them into franchising. And if you are selling franchise for that brand, then it becomes BS again. So you'll get 40% then again on each franchise sales. And for that, all the leads would be given to you, all the training which is being given to you. You have onboarded, you have a structure. You can decide you want to do it all markets, all leads will go to you. You want to do in your market, your location, all leads will go to you. So you sell franchise, and after that, the success fees, which would be onboarding success fees, which is, as I said, around 2 lakh to 2.5, 3 lakh. Each closure, each franchise which you close, you get 40% of that each closure also. So this will remain same, but here it will grow. You'll go to 50, 60, 70 also. So that is what our payout structure is, but it's highly rewarding. This is one revenue for our partner. Second revenue of partner is direct cash incentives. All the brands which are with us, they give cash incentives to our IFC partners also. It can be a 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, sometimes they have a 5 lakh, 4, 6 lakh also per deal. Depending on the deal size, you are getting cash incentives direct. There is no cut of Franchise India in the incentive structure. Third, we also give you contests. These contests are quarterly. Every quarter, we will give you an international contest. So in a year, you have 4 international contests from our side. There is a small criteria for that. Once you achieve in quarter 3 months, which can be achieved in one deal also. One deal can give you that much amount, but we have 3 months. And that complete support function would be from our team, because making you qualify is a criteria for our team, also target for our team to make every partner qualify. What you do once you qualify, you can get payout also. Now, for example, criteria right now, if we talk about April, May, June quarter, we have Almaty, Kazakhstan. So Almaty, you can Google. Generally, people don't go there because it's a beautiful city, but you cannot go there that way. We explore all these such countries and such places. Now, Almaty, we have got, suppose, some 18 lakh rupees revenue or 15 lakh rupees revenue, whichever are points wise also structure which we have created for them. So one, you are getting payout for that amount. In 3 months, you do this business, you are getting payout also on that. Second, you are getting cash incentives also. Third, you are getting qualification so that you go to that country for 4 to 5 days. All expenses would be borne by Franchise India. So everything done by Franchise India. You don't have to invest. Shopping only you can do that. Rest everything done by Franchise India. So this is happening quarterly, every quarter. So last one was, it was there in Andaman Nicobar. Before that, it was Vietnam. Before that, it was Sri Lanka. Before it was, we had Baku, Azerbaijan, also Thailand, and all these nearby places. We're talking about Dubai and all this. It's all have been done. It's all done. And we have a lot of partners who have never been to Thailand also, who have never been to, maybe sometimes it's very surprising also because we hear it from them. They have not gone to Dubai also. This is the first time they are saying that through Franchise India, we are going to Dubai. And we are going to these countries, right? Singapore, Malaysia, all these nearby countries are all we done already. And every year we have 4 contests, as I said, and every contest will be unique place and unique country wherein you will not go otherwise. So all these expenses will be done by Franchise India, and all the support would be done by Franchise India team to make you qualify, and qualification will give you the payout as well. Suppose if you are having 20 lakh rupees revenue in 3 months, straight away 40% is your business. And some cases we have got higher deals also. We are getting some 20 lakh rupees, straight away you get 40% of that. So that is wherein we have, and then there is a cash incentive also from the brand side. So this is how the business will happen like this. These are 3 businesses which we are talking about. But how you can become our partner? What is the criteria for this? You have to take a license, and our license fees is 5.5 lakh rupees plus GST. That's one-time license fees. But when you start a new business, we can guarantee no business is there which can be started as low as 5.5. That too with an established brand in franchising with Franchise India. No established brand can give you even license for this amount. There's a franchise fees only if you are investing in any of the brand. We have thousands of businesses which we can offer to you if you are looking for any other opportunity. But understand, 5 to 10 lakh in between would be a franchise fees. Then there will be setup cost. Then there is a products and the stock. There will be another fee. Then there's a real estate fee. Then there is a local logistics and everything. You have to hire people. There's a lot of investment. So that can go 30, 40 lakh minimum. In our business, there is no other investment, only one single investment. We have 3 years of agreement with all our partners, and one investment, which is only 5.5 lakh rupees one time. That we will give a complete understanding why this is there, because we have to invest next 3 years. We have to invest on every partner. So we will do investment 4 times, 5 times than this. So this is only because one, your skin is involved, you will become serious. Second, you will also be getting a lot of investments from our side towards your growth and towards your daily business. So we will discuss that one-on-one also, but we have to qualify each other for that. We need to have a one-on-one interaction. Our team will get in touch with you, and then we feel that we are going ahead together. We will have another understanding, 10 minutes introduction with our chairman. That's mandatory, wherein you know us, we know you at management level, because it's a partnership, so we should know each other. And then we will take the partnership further. Till then, thank you so much. We have actually exceeded today time. So you've been so patient. You are there still because we have 15, 13, 40 minutes extra. Thank you so much for your time, and our team will get in touch. A big thank you from Franchise India team to everyone who have joined us today and given us your valuable time. We'll reach out to you for sure, and be comfortable and to discuss with us. Is there any other opportunity, any other business you are looking at to invest? We have that for you. So we are going to help and get you into business. It may be Franchise India opportunity. It may be any other opportunity. Till then, thank you so much once again. Thank you.